Receiving simulator transmission. Uploading transmitted feed. Initializing playback sequence. Alright Seipher, we're ready.
Well, sad that I have to go. But we'll be back in the future. Hey everyone, Seipher here, and welcome back to Seipher Plays Kingdom Hearts. In the last episode, we encountered our friend Pinocchio, reuniting him with Jiminy briefly before we flew back to Olympus Coliseum to take part in the first major tournament, the Phil Cup. We blitzed through the Heartless that were waiting for us and came out on top, earning not only the tournament trophy, but the power to command the gravitational forces to crush any enemies that get in our way. We then dropped by Deep Jungle to surf through the trees with Tarzan once more, earning a number of sweet rewards. This time, we have no other side quests to attend to, so we'll be taking off for the orange portal that appeared between Olympus Coliseum and Deep Jungle to reach a new world. Now, before we do that, I do want to just say one thing. I did use the stat boosters we got off screen and in the last episode to basically up Sora completely, since, as I always say, use every stat booster on Sora. Unless Donald's having trouble, then defense ups for him would make sense, but generally, save your stat boosters for Sora. You're going to be controlling him, you might as well have him be as powerful as he can be. So, I've increased his strength, defense, and his AP by 2. I also ended up equipping his counterattack, which now he has every ability that he currently has available to him equipped. Not bad. So, with that, let's just head off to the save points and go to the gummy ship. And now, time for a normal drive. Now, as we fly, I would like to share something that I learned when building this gummy ship that debuted in the last episode. I found out that the maneuverability of the I already knew that the maneuverability of the ship was based on the wing gummies that you use, but what I didn't know was that arrow gummies have a pretty bad handling stat, and that is what determines maneuverability. A base ship with no wings at all will have a base maneuverability of 100. However, the formula for it is the average of the wings handling stats. So if you have 13 wings that all have 100, then your maneuverability of your ship will be 100. However, arrow gummies, the squares and both directions, only have a handling stat of 98, so using them is purely a waste. And anyway, let's go right here.
Looks suspicious. Maybe it leads to another world.
Let's go. Through a vortex into a new-looking background with much more dangerous enemies. Good thing I upgraded the ship. So yeah, I would not recommend using arrow gummies at all if you can manage it, unless you just want to create a cool design that requires them and have better wings to be able to balance them out, because every other wing gives over 100, while the arrow gummies only give 98, so up to you if it's worth it or not. I'm getting quite a few arrow gudgies from this, so that's at least something good. And thankfully I have all these cannons, because the meteors and obstacles here are getting a bit more difficult to deal with. Our base gummy ship wouldn't have been able to make this journey. And we arrive at our destination, Agrabah, from the 1991 film Aladdin. Honestly, kind of a perfect pick after the first 3 that we went through, so let's land.
And the keyhole?
The Heartless are searching for it now. I'm certain we'll find it soon enough. So that just leaves...
Jafar, I've looked everywhere for Jasmine. She's disappeared like magic.
The girl is more trouble than she's worth.
You said you had things under control.
Agrabah is full of holes for rats to hide in. But why worry about Princess Jasmine? With her or without her, surely this world will be ours when we find the keyhole.
We need all 7 princesses of heart to open the final door. Any fewer is useless.
Well, if the princess is that important, we'll find her. Find Jasmine and bring her to me at once.
Don't steep yourself in darkness too long. The heartless consume the careless.
Your concern is touching, but hardly necessary.
Okay, and we find ourselves fighting enemies, adapting to the harsh deserts of Agrabah. A new foot soldier of the Heartless appears, the bandit. These skilled sword fighters block attacks with ease. They drop blaze gems and occasionally other items that are of less import. Okay, Donald, you gain some AP, that's good. We can actually use that to get our... well, take care of that. Anyway, over here... oh, more enemies. Okay. I suppose I should say if you have counterattack equipped, it can be used to easily make work of the blocking of enemy soldiers. In any case, up here we also have another chest. I get ether, that'll be good. I should say that the bandits can drop potions and rarely Protera chains as well as blaze gems, but blaze gems are what we really need from them. In any case, let's go into this door to the storage. There isn't much here, but we do see a save point, which will be kind of helpful. We do have this green Trinity mark, but we can't activate that. There is this barrel in here. Destroying any of the barrels and pots here will generally yield a good chunk of money. So definitely make use of it if you're in need of some quick cash. We want to open this chest right here to get that. And let's go back outside. Anyway, we're going to actually head through this main door here to Main Street. And I guess we gotta fight our way through. Huh. Okay. Simple enough. Now then, some of these pots might actually be an enemy. So let's see if we can trigger that. Although I am not necessarily sure that we will be able to. Oh, yep, here they are. Pot spiders. There's not really much to say about these guys. They don't have a lot of HP, they don't have a lot of attack. They just drop a bunch of money, and they will rarely drop mithril shards, tents, and even rare camping sets. All in all, pretty good for item farming, but I honestly don't really make use of tents and camping sets all that often, so it's really just selling fodder in my opinion. Anyway, not sure the mithril shards are worth it, as I had said, but let's... here it is. This yellow pot will allow us to jump up these various platforms. And we want to get onto the canopy. And we're going to actually jump right here and open this chest to get a Mega Ether. And we're probably going to have to jump back up. Let's take care of this guy. You might have to deal with a number of these pots. Oh. And that's another thing about this world that I don't entirely like. Just all the high platforms means that you're gonna have to do a lot of backtracking up if you fall off of the canopies and whatnot to the lower levels. Can we reach that? No, we cannot. That's not good. Okay. Let's see. Let's jump down now. I think we've done everything that we can here, but let's... Let me just take a quick... Yeah, we can't get up there, so I think we've done all we can do here, so let's go into this alley.
Who's there? Hello?
I'm Jasmine. My father is the Sultan of Agrabah. So that makes you a princess? But he has been deposed by Jafar, who now controls the city. Jafar? You haven't heard of him? He's the royal vizier. He's gained evil powers and seized Agrabah. He's desperately looking for something he calls the keyhole. Jafar caught me trying to escape, but he helped me. Okay, that's a bit confusing to say that way. Who helped you? Yeah, I mean, that, like I said, very confusing. It makes it sound like Jafar helped you, but whatever. You were hiding nearby, but he left a while ago to take care of something. Oh, I hope Aladdin's all right.
Aladdin? Where might I find this street rat? Jasmine, allow me to find you more suitable company, my dear princess. These little rats won't do, you see.
Jasmine, run!
Ah, the boy who holds the key.
Alright, well, we gotta deal with these guys, so let's make this quick. Thankfully, they're dropping a lot of blaze gems, which we will need later on. In any case, after dealing with those guys, we have to use these boxes to get up to a higher platform. And now we can open this chest, and I just noticed that the shadows are giving more experience now. But the main thing we want to do up here is actually release this keyhole. Since our keyblade can unlock various doors, we have to make use of it to unlock various holes around this city. In any case, we want to actually use the shutters to get over to that side, but I will warn you, if you stay on them too long, they will collapse. So, try and move about them quickly. Okay, from doing that, We're gonna head through this door back to Main Street. Okay, and from there, we can jump down from the canopy and head through the small door with the pole inside it. Not sure why we needed to do that, but oh well. Let's see here. In here, we can see a few chests and a save point. I would definitely recommend you make use of this save point, since we are at Aladdin's house, even though I don't know how he would know that. There is a chest here, containing a mega elixir. That's a good find. And another one here, containing Dalmatians 37 through 39, so pretty good. We see that one right there, but we see a bureau right here trapping carpet, but we'll ignore that for just a little bit. To move this one to unlock another keyhole. Okay, a gate opens somewhere. And now we can actually move this one. The carpet flew off toward the desert. Let's follow it, Sora. Well, I would be inclined to do that, but I feel like we've gone just long enough for this episode. This world is going to be very long, so I don't want to do too much in one episode. So I'm going to end things here. Next time, we'll be finishing up our exploration of the city before heading out into the desert to follow the magic carpet. I want to thank you all for watching. Until next time, stay gold.
Playback sequence terminated. Transmission disconnected.